All right, everyone, welcome back. We're diving into something pretty fascinating today, getting into some big ideas about the future.
Sounds exciting.
It is. We're taking a look at an article called "Future Horizon is Here." It's by Shawn Wondunna-Foley. Came out just the other day, actually.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. Really makes you think.
It does. And that's what we're here for, right? To kind of dig into it together and see what we can learn. And this one, it's about personal transformation and how we can all contribute to making, well, a better future.
Yeah, even becoming what the article calls spiritual change agents. I like that idea.
Me too. Me too. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is this future horizon thing? It sounds kind of like, planning ahead, but I think it's a bit deeper than that.
Right. It's not just about, setting goals. It's more about recognizing that change is happening all around us constantly.
Hmm.
And this future horizon is, well, it's like a catalyst for that change. It's a way of looking at the world and seeing the potential for something new, something different.
And how do we prepare for that, for this sort of constant change, this future horizon?
Well, the article talks a lot about reconfiguring our beliefs. It's like, we all have these assumptions and beliefs about the world, about ourselves, about how things work. And some of those beliefs might be holding us back, preventing us from seeing those new possibilities.
We got to get rid of the outdated stuff, the beliefs that aren't serving us anymore. It's like decluttering, but for our minds.
Exactly. And the article actually has a really positive spin on this whole letting go thing. It says, stay focused and be patient. Keep moving forward in a positive way. It's not about dwelling on the past, but about embracing the opportunity to create something new.
I like that. It's like, yeah, those old patterns might be comfortable, but they can also keep us stuck. Letting go can be tough, but it's also, it's freeing. It opens up space for growth. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, think about a garden. You have to pull out the weeds to let the flowers flourish. And sometimes letting go of those old beliefs can feel a little bit like, pulling weeds. It can be a little uncomfortable, but it's necessary for growth.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And speaking of growth, the article talks about not being alone in this whole process of change. There's this really powerful line that says, one is not alone in the universe, never has been, never will be.
Yeah, that's a big one. What do you think about that? This idea of the universe as a sort of a silent partner?
I don't know. It's kind of comforting, right? Like even when things feel tough, there's this sense of connection to something bigger. Whether you interpret that as a literal force or just, the energy of everything around us, it's still a powerful idea.
Right. It's that feeling of interconnectedness. We're not just isolated individuals. We're all part of this vast web of life. And the article suggests that by aligning with our spirit, we can tap into that connection and find the guidance we need.
Okay, so how do we do that? How do we align with our spirit?
Well, it's not necessarily about specific rituals or practices. It's more about being true to yourself. Like, what are your deepest values? What makes you feel alive? What brings you joy? It's about listening to that inner voice and letting it guide your decisions.
So it's about trusting our intuition, our gut feelings, and not letting those egoic desires or temptations, whatever those are, distract us.
Right. It's about staying present, focused on what truly matters. Because sometimes those distractions can be pretty loud, They can pull us away from our path.
Yeah, I get that. So we're aligning with our spirit, staying focused, but there's also this thing about breaking free from the mental matrix. What is that exactly?
Right, the mental matrix. It's kind of like it's like a set of limitations that we often put on ourselves. Those societal expectations, the shoulds and the have-tos. Like, you should get a good job. You should buy a house. You should, I don't know, have 2.5 kids and a white picket fence. It's like a blueprint for life that, well, doesn't always fit.
Right. It's like everyone's trying to squeeze into this pre-made mold, but we're all different shapes and sizes. Breaking free from that, that's got to be liberating.
It is. It's about recognizing that, you have the power to create your own path, to define success on your own terms. It's about stepping outside of those predefined boxes and exploring what's possible.
And that's where this whole spiritual change agent thing comes in, right? It's about using that freedom to create positive change in the world.
Yeah, it's like once you've broken free from those limitations, you can start to see the world differently. You can see the potential for change, and you can start to act on it. You become an agent of that change, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you.
And you don't have to be like a superhero or a famous activist to do that, right? It's about the choices we make every day, the way we interact with others, the energy we bring to the world.
Exactly. It's about being conscious of the impact we have, even in small ways. Like a simple act of kindness can have a ripple effect, you know? It can inspire others to do the same.
So it's like we're all connected, and our actions can influence the people around us, which can influence even more people, and so on. It's like a chain reaction of positivity.
Exactly. And the article ends with this beautiful vision of a world filled with love, joy, freedom, prosperity, and abundance. It's like a glimpse into what's possible if we all embrace this idea of being spiritual change agents.
It's a powerful vision, and it's not naive. It acknowledges that change is hard. There will be challenges. There will be setbacks, but it also reminds us that that we have the power to shape the future. We're not just passengers on this ride. We're the drivers.
It's a call to action to step into that role, to embrace the journey with all its ups and downs, and to remember that, even small steps can make a big difference.
So what do you think? What kind of future do you want to create? And what's one small step you can take today to move in that direction? That's something for all of us to ponder. This has been an incredible deep dive, and I'm excited to see where this conversation takes us.
Thanks for listening, everyone.